On paper, Jon Jones is the very easy pick for Fighter of the Decade. 16-0 during that 10-year span with a real case to be made for being 17-0. 9 of those wins were by finishes, and he had 10 successful title defenses. There were some struggles along the way, of course. He found himself in trouble against Vitor Belfort at UFC 152, but fought out of an armbar and came back to win that fight. He suffered a compound fracture of his toe against Chael Sonnen that would have seen him cede the belt over by default, but he got the first round finish before anyone noticed, and he hung on to his title. Then, of course, there was the classic fight with Alexander Gustafsson at UFC 165, where Jones was pushed to the limit, but landed that iconic elbow late in the fight and came back to claim a decision win. Of course, there was controversy along the way, both in and out of the cage, including an infamous hit-and-run incident in 2015, a doping suspension in 2016 after he took contaminated sexual performance pills, a second suspension in 2017 that was linked to contaminated supplements, and he helped introduce the word picograms to MMA audience ahead of UFC 232. In short, he gave his haters plenty of ammunition. But Jones' status isn't just about what he accomplished on paper. He remained in the spotlight for every bit of the past 10 years. His rivalry with Daniel Cormier was a central theme of the decade, and of course, Jones answered every challenge along the way. 16 up, 16 down. He won the title at age 23, making him the youngest champ in UFC history, and he's beaten 6 former title holders during his run. In short, there's a very strong argument that Jon Jones is the greatest fighter of all time. Love him or hate him, he's very clearly the overwhelming choice for MMA Junkie's Fighter of the Decade.